Hello YouTube, it's Supernova back with more Combat Mission Battle for Normandy. Today we're going to be starting a new scenario, which is La Valence by John Soden. So let's get on with the briefing. Situation. It is now 1600 hours, 9th of June. Yesterday, 2116 captured Isigny and the regiment has commenced pushing south towards St. Lo. The Via River represents a key obstacle between Omaha and Utah. Today is warm and dry, with a light overcast and a gentle breeze blowing from the northwest. Mission. Major General Uncle Charlie Gerhardt has personally directed L Company to secure the bridge over the Via and the village of La Valence just beyond. Friendly forces. L Company 2116 Infantry has been detached to head west towards the paratroopers at Utah. First platoon has gotten itself lost a ways back down the road, but we've managed to scoop up second platoon from E Company. In support, there are MMGs from M Company, the Battalion 81mm mortars, and A Battery 224 Field Artillery with their 105s. Two platoon have forded the river unopposed and are being overwatched by the strays from E Company. Third platoon are closing up from the east, and our indirect fire support mortars and artillery should be reporting ready soon. Enemy forces. The German 352nd Division is rapidly crumbling after the fierce resistance they put up on D-Day. In fact, no Germans have been seen in this area for the last 18 hours, and the only opposition is likely to be from a so-called Ost Battalion, made up of Russian volunteers. Due to the speed that they're falling back at the moment, the INT guys have no idea where they are or what strength they're in. Plan. Recon forward to establish a good assembly area and fire support location, then clear La Valence, covered by all the firepower you can muster. Sounds like a plan. Uncle Charlie has given us till 17:15 hours to be in possession of this village. Let's have a look again at friendly forces. So we have two platoon from E Company, MMGs from M Company. They're doing well. I'm trying to work out what we're going to actually start with. So we have two platoon to start with, and then we get a 3 platoon later on plus reinforcements. So across the river, site defenders in the chateau. There are no VPs for the chateau. Objectives: destroy Axis forces 140, so that's the main deal. Town square 130, so that's pushing through. Stable 70. Major minor ground objectives by 2. What's minor ground objectives? I suppose we'll see what those are in a second. Reinforcements. We'll get mortars after between 5 to 10 minutes, and more mortars and artillery after 10 to 20 minutes, and then infantry after 15 to 25. Okay, that sounds clear enough. Let's see what we've got. Oh. It's a battlefield from a very high vantage point. Okay, so it's a fairly narrow little map. Why is that hanging down there? That's strange. Okay, let's 1 minute. Putting icons on. Oh, I'll get there in the end. Okay, I'm missing the. I get back and figure this out. G, I think I'm missing, or am I not? There you go. Now we know what we're doing. Okay, tons and tons of trees. Let's get out of the trunk zone. Let's give ourselves a better view of what we're doing. So 2 platoon. That's E Company. R Company. Okay, what are we doing here? What's going to be the plan? Couple of 30 cals. Ammo bearers. More 30 cals and ammo bearers, and this is Company HQ. Okay, so what is it? E Company platoon is going to overwatch, and L Company 2 platoon is going to cross. How do we get across here? Will they just move across there? Okay, let me just... Okay, I'm kind of... This is new territory for me, I'm not sure. Oh, we can deploy across the river already, I think, looks of it. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we can deploy across. Let me fiddle about with that. Okay, what can be the plan here? Because we can get across. We can set both platoons across the river. I could put our company's MGs across the river to begin with and just use E Company's 30 cals. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. So I'm thinking to have both sets of infantry deployed across the river to begin with, rather than trying to figure out how to get them fording. Our company's 30 cals with them. A bit bunched up, but I have to do that. Then E Company's infantry across the river. Their MG's covering. No line of sight here. It's a problem, you just never have line of sight on anything. But they got... I could do with a TRP or something. Obviously it's not historical. But that's really where I'd like to hit, and I'd like to hit as soon as the infantry reinforcements, or as soon as we start pushing through. Do we put the 81mm down maybe on the chateau? But that's going to be a long time until they get into play. Do we have windows on this? No. This isn't going to give us anything. No point in getting in there. They're going to, but we will get fire from these windows, and also on this smaller building. So, it's a tough one. The barn is going to be easy enough to capture. Yeah, I'm paying close attention. We can get into the barn here. well, I could put a team in the barn just to capture it. Infantry along this hedgerow, looking to put fire into this barn, into this building, to the chateau. And deploy the 230 cals along here to really pepper the chateau. Then work the other infantry platoon across. And then on the left, once they're into that position, once the company platoon is in this sort of a line along this hedgerow, if I can get down to it, and what they're going to be able to do here, they'll be able to see. I'm still not going to be having a line of sight onto the onto Valence. A crucial factor is getting. This looks like a spot for the FO. Don't like a frontal. We'll have to get too close for that for the FO for my liking. So the FO would have to either, and this is the critical thing about this, is getting the FO into a decent spot in position, which could be there. Could maybe see into that spot there, and the back corner of this house, around this sort of an area. That could give me what I need to. Because those look like good firing positions are in this area, but alternative would be to come from the right hand side. That's going to be difficult to find a spot to put down, I think. So yeah, I think the idea is going to be to get that FO into this sort of an area, into this corner here, and hopefully that's going to get line of sight there. If not, can always, is there a gap in the edge at all? I can just, I'll have to get through this fence. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll have to get through the fence here. And it's going to be a bit risky, but it's the only way I can get. But I'll have to pin them frontally by bringing infantry along this hedgerow. Which I don't like the idea. I'd like to have a bit more standoff range, really. So yeah, that looks like the plan. Get our company platoon on the left, E Company 2nd Platoon on the right, and just have them mutually support. And we're looking to get the FO into a position to put rounds down into the middle of Valence and try to work those 30 cals as much as I possibly can. What's going on there with that? That's kind of bridge supports, aren't they? No, they're not even bridge supports. What's that? Some strange graphical issue. Anyway, so join me in a second when I have hopefully everything set up correctly. Okay, now as you can see, we're deploying as planned either side of the river with just L Company HQ and a couple of ammo bearers still this side of the river. We're a little bit congested, but a little bit bunched up, but I have to get the critical elements of these two platoons across early on. And what we're doing here with 2 platoon is they will do the most of the work early on. I want to capture the barn with a recce team and establish a line of fire along this along the hedgerow with a view to engaging the chateau. You know what? I've got a funny feeling. Well, it's more than a funny feeling. That wall's going to block line of sight actually. Now I think about it. So we're going to have to find a way to open fire on the chateau, which is going to be really difficult. It's not. I don't want to get really up close on it, but it may be that our company, second platoon, might have to come right across here to this wall in order to provide covering fire for its capture by E Company's second platoon. We'll have to see how that works out. I could do without that wall being there, to be honest, but could work a position here maybe that we can engage from behind this wall. It just depends on how line of sight works out. But somehow, some way, I'm going to have to put fire in on the chateau early, and when we do, however we manage to get fire into the chateau, because it is looking like a bit of a strong point, then I will work second platoon E company in a position where they can assault it. I just don't want them to form up behind this hedgerow and then have to assault through it. Maybe I'll put one squad short of the chateau and then another squad will go through, or will go over the fence and into that door. So that is going to be the plan. It's going to be critical that we don't get too much opposition in the chateau, and also that we get forward observer in a position to put fire into La Valence itself. So that is the setup. It's a bit congested. My first thoughts on this is going to be a little bit difficult to get firepower onto some of these objectives because of the difficulties of line of sight. There's no real clear lanes, and I don't want to get my infantry chewed up in close quarters firefights in order to capture these objectives, but we'll see how it goes. So that is the setup for La Valence. Hope you enjoyed that. As always, like, comment and subscribe. Hopefully we are going to do a better job than the last one, and yeah, I hope to see you again for the first series of turns.